Hello everybody and welcome to the Sisters Sunday Stream Show Solo Edition. We're still working on the title, but that's the tentative one. Can you not? How do you know that I just started? Yeah? Come here, you tell it to them. Hello Timber, how's it going? He apparently can. Hello, Ems. Hi. You want to say hi to them? Is that what you want? You're more than welcome to say hi to them. They love you. Boy, goodness, you're heavy. You put on that winter weight, and honestly, you didn't need it. You know? I know, the new streamlight's pretty bright. Yeah? What's up? What's up? What do you want? You don't want to be here, huh? What do you want then? Huh?
Look at all those chickens.
Chickens? He's not a chicken. Look at him. He's just a little cutesy. Oh. Yeah, except this cloud will get ya. Do you want to sit behind me? Is that what you want? Yeah, there's barely room for the both of us when you do that. I'll let you. If it means you be quiet, I will let you. What? Hello? Duh, cutie. You're smearing all over my arm. And it's cold. What? Anyway, hello everyone. How are you doing? It's going. That could be good, that could be bad, that could be neutral. Kinda hard to say. Please just lay down, and we'll have a little fun time, and then every now and then they'll get to see you. Lay down. You've been pretty active for the last hour. Isn't it time for a cat nap? Isn't it time? You can sit in Morgan's chair if you want. She's not here. You can be co-host. You want to do that? This cloud will get ya. And now I'm reminded of A Strange Weather by Joe Hill. Never heard of it, but will the clouds get ya? Because that's what it sounds like. My two are in a mood. Cats, aren't they just always in the mood? They never leave the mood. Rusty wants food, but she has to wait. Trading out one cat co-host for another, basically. Oh, no, he's gonna lay down, so I have to scooch the chair back more, because I have to sit at the very edge of the chair now. Which is fine. You know the chair? Whoosh! Hey, thanks, Timber! You know the chair that I want to get is smaller. Did you hear me? We're gonna have a problem. He doesn't care one bit. So, did I tell you about my Streamlight problem? Pretty disappointed in Elgato, I have to say. You know, they're one of the most common sponsors of streamers. They give them away free stuff. Is that why streamers like it so much? Are they not being honest with you? I don't know. Here's the deal. I've got it. It's heckin' bright. Maz! Hello! Well, I was so worried that if I put these streams a bit later in the day, I wouldn't get to see as many of you. Since a lot of you are on European time. So I'm so glad to see you. 2 weeks in a row. Yay, I hope you've been wonderful. The thing with this key light is that it's supposed to be able to hook up to your phone or your computer, and you can control it, or your Stream Deck if you have one of those. You know, you want to just include everything. And you're supposed to be able to control the brightness, the dimness, the color temperature, which is what I really wanted it for, was for color temperature, because I'm very particular about these things. But the way in which you get it to connect to your everything else is so whack, and it will not work for me at all. And so I've been talking to support for like the last week, trying to figure out a way to actually make it work, because it's really getting on my nerves. Oh my gosh. Do you have something to diffuse the light? It's actually... It does it on its own, kind of. Like, it's really cool. Guard your eyes. Does that translate on video? I'm not sure. So, like, whereas before it was a big, you know, box thing, this just connects to the desk. There's a katana. And it's supposed to kind of be... You can't really tell on camera like that, but it is kind of diffused in a way. My eyes! It's only 10 p.m. here. True, I guess that's not so bad. Love the bangs, and yes, I'm doing pretty good. Just got back from a D&D session. Thank you. And also, yay, sounds fun. We also have a katana. Sometimes Cole uses the katana to open Amazon purchases, which is one of my favorite things ever. Why won't it connect to the app or whatever? Okay, so that's the whole thing. So you don't plug it into your computer at all, whatsoever. There's no USB, there's no nothing. It is literally right now just plugged into an outlet. Then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to connect... You get the Elgato Control Center thingamabob, and then that connects to your internet, Wi-Fi, and then through that you're supposed to find it. So kind of like how Bluetooth, you find things through it, you find it through the Wi-Fi instead. My phone doesn't have, or my computer doesn't have a Wi-Fi card, which is fine. You can do it. You can pair it through your phone the first time. But it never finds it. And then when it does find it, and I go through the whole rigmarole of like putting in the password, which of course it's an internet password, so it's like a nightmare. So I put in the internet password, and then it flashes 3 times. No, it flashes once, turns back on, thinks for like a long time, like several minutes, then flashes again, and then the phone is like, I couldn't find your device. And then it's like, what do you mean you couldn't find the device? You just showed me the device. So it's been very frustrating. One of the suspicions that the Elgato support person had was that we need to somehow split our internet from... I don't understand technology enough to really get what's going on here. But it's supposed to connect to the 2.5 something internet. But this one possibly has the 2.5 and the 5 like kind of merged together or something, so it's unable to like differentiate it correctly. I really don't know. So that's what we're gonna try tonight when Cole gets home, is to do whatever we have to do to the router to see if we can get that to work. So then, can I just remind you all, it's a pretty pricey light. Like this single light cost more than both of the 2 lights I had before. Like, it's supposed to be a very nice, very, very functional light, and it is incredibly frustrating to me that it doesn't just kind of work. Super annoying. Oh, ours is completely blunt, was a prop from a convention. I mean, his was too. So I don't really know how it's sharp enough to work. I guess it wasn't a prop, but it was like a thing you could buy at a convention. So I don't really know why it's able to open boxes, if I'm honest. But you could thwack someone real good with it. The 2.5 gigahertz band? Yes. Justine, hello! Welcome, welcome! Are you sure you have 2 bands? When we looked it up to make sure that it even had the right band, yes, it said it had both. But, I don't know, it's just, I don't understand why it being connected. Like I said, I don't get how any of this works. They might be named the same. Gonna lurk for a short bit, Skype with fam. Alright, have fun, Moz. I could still hear you while the ad was playing? That's wild. Oh, did you get the ad now? Do you get all ads since I changed that setting, or do you only get ads that I run? Because in that case, I'll change that setting back. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I don't think it's named the same because there's only one in here. Like when I look for the internet, there's only one of this. I got one when I first opened the stream. Okay, I didn't run one today, so that means that you just get them, period. It'll be the same connection. You know what? Let's all just try this again. So it looks like this. Control center. Now, it's gotten worse because originally it used to at least find the light. Now it doesn't even do that. No accessory found. Make sure it's connected to the power and turned on. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Yeah, so which Wi-Fi thing are you connected to? He also told me to turn off my mobile data, but honestly, when I did that and tried again, that's when it stopped even finding it at all. The Wi-Fi was renamed, so it doesn't say... Like, it doesn't say, like, what the modem says. Okay, so I turned off my mobile data. Try again. We need to go deeper. I think you're probably right, and maybe the 2.5 just isn't on at all. Like, maybe the 5 is the only one that's on, since it should be better. Like, why this can only connect to 2.5, I don't get. That also seems like a failing. And do I have to always have that on from now on? Like, what the fuck? It's so wild. I was gonna open that door and get out the... I want to show you what they gave me, okay? So they didn't even give me a book. Where did I put it? Did you steal it? It's not in the box. Ah. Ahaha. It was next to the box. Wow, I'm surprised you didn't jump up and try and get in the closet like you always do. Okay, so. Now again, I'm not especially tech savvy. I don't think you need to be tech savvy to be a streamer, okay? I'm just gonna throw that out there. Instead of giving me a book telling me how to do anything, they gave me this whack giant piece of cardboard with the teensiest, tiniest font I've ever seen. Like, it's so small. Also, a non-slip rubber washer is included for mounting a camera, camcorder, etc. It is recommended you remove it when mounting the key light. Where the fuck was that? You know how usually things that have multiple parts will, like, show you, they'll, like, have a diagram and they'll be like, this is the this part, this is the that part. No, not this. Keylight requires a 2.4 GHz network with WPA or WPA2 encryption. Has that. Your system must therefore be Wi-Fi enabled. Ensure that Keylight is within range of your computer and router. Computer's right here. Router's right there. But then up here it says, if your PC is not equipped with Wi-Fi, use the Elgato Control Center app from the App Store to add and control Keylight from an iOS or Android device. Wi-Fi connection is only needed for the initial pairing. Once Keylight is added to your network, you can control it via any Mac or Windows within your network. When do we get to teleport someone out so I can pop over and deal with it in person? Right, that would be ideal. You will need to always have it on to change the settings. I know several streamers who are not tech savvy, so I'd say you are correct. Yeah, exactly. What's the light called? It's the Elgato key light. So not the air light, that one's brand new. It's just the key light. Also, when's the eye doctor appointment to get you glasses, Raeyn? I know, I probably should. That's so annoying. Why does it need the 2.5 and why is the 5 not good enough? Isn't that better? Why isn't better not good enough? I'm paying for better, but to use this light, I have to turn off better? What? This is my co-host. 2.5 is better than 5? What? Maybe I looked at it wrong. I thought it was 2.5 or bigger. Faster? Stronger? I really don't understand exactly how the internet works. It's kind of just magic. Oh, okay, okay. Buy the brand new one. This one's only a year old. If it's this dysfunctional, then listen, I went online. A cajillion people are having the same issue. Like, so many people. I wish it was just a USB that just plugged into my computer. I mean, I guess then it wouldn't be able to, like... Or, like, if it was Bluetooth enabled, could I connect to it with Bluetooth? How does the Stream Deck work? Am I gonna have to go through all of this again to get the Stream Deck? Ugh! Million questions. So maybe this is why. Oh, you can't see him anymore. Oh. Oh, you can see a little pink ear. Little pink ear. Oh, true, because the Stream Deck is... I don't know then. I don't understand how any of this works. Yesterday, totally switching gears, I was trying to... My stylist told me to train my bangs, because since I always had a part here, which it still kind of wants to do, I need to train the bangs to go straight or whatever. So I had them like this in a little clip, and it was maybe a mistake, because now they won't stop with this weird curl. Anyway, how was your week, everyone? I won't bore you with the details of mine, but the Streamlight was only the beginning. It was like the worst week back. So I'm hoping that since this is the second week back, it'll be better. But yeah, last week I spent maybe... I would say the entire week I spent maybe 4 hours in my office. So that was the kind of week I had. For some reason, everybody thought it was a good idea to plan all of the meetings imaginable for the first week back at school. And then things kept going wrong, and then I was off for training to cover this one person when she goes on a cruise in 2 weeks. So like Friday, I was in training at her building, which is like way the hell out there. And then had to run back to this side of town so I could cover for a cashier who was out. Which was okay, because it was at the school that I started at, so I got to see all the little kids from my first school. And some of them gave me hugs, though, so hopefully I'm not sick in a week. And then while I'm there doing that, we get word that we're having the 2 hour, or we're getting an early out or whatever because of the snow. So then my boss calls me and is like, hey, look, I'm really sorry, but we have a bunch of people who need to leave the middle school because they have to go pick up kids and stuff. Can you just please run down there as soon as you're done at the elementary and help them? And I was like, okay. So I spent 0 time in my office on Friday. It was wild. I forgot you got a haircut. Looks good. Hey, thanks. I'm trying to retrain my hair to split in the middle because it seems to have developed a side split that I don't like. See, I really liked my side split, but it started to really get on my nerves as time went on. This side was always like really thick and curly, and this side was just like flat, and it was just, ugh. It was really annoying me. So I wanted to kind of like center part it again, but I can't center part without bangs. Heck no, no way. So that was the workaround, was I had to get bangs. Also, if you didn't see it before, Hype Train is a new feature on Twitch. I don't really know what it is exactly. I kept it on the default settings, so I don't think it will trigger very often, because some people have been talking about how annoying they find it as a viewer. I don't know if it's on the screen or if it's in the chat box. I thought it was only in the chat box, but people were saying something about an overlay that they couldn't get rid of. So I'm not really sure what that means. But if it happens and we all deem it very annoying, I don't know that I will see it. So please let me know if it's annoying and if we need to up the threshold to make it happen. Okay? Hello, your hair looks great. Hello, Ergo. How are you doing? Thank you very much. I hope you've had a wonderful, fabulous, I almost said winter break, but I guess I'm stuck in school language. I hope you had a lovely holiday. A lovely series of holidays. It's been a fairly uneventful week. Then yesterday I saw Little Women with a friend. Then we sat at the wine bar for 3 hours and then went to dinner. Ooh, sounds fun. All I can think about is cats. I just really want to see Cats, but I don't want to go to a theater, so I have to wait for it to come out on Redbox, which I don't ever pay attention to, so I'm not even going to know when that happens. But I need to watch this movie. It's like, I can't go a single day without somebody talking about it, and I'm just so intrigued at this point. Like, you must remember, I wanted to go into filmmaking. A disaster of a film like that is just like candle to flame. I mean, moth to flame. I gotta know. Oh, I can't imagine it'll be in theaters long either, but we'll see. We shall see. It's like, I haven't been excited for a movie and I don't even know how long because most of them I just, meh. But like, here I am excited to watch the worst movie. It's because I'm so mind blown over the fact that it could have a cast that good and be this bad. Like, it's just shocking. If people see, that's why I'm also waiting until Redbox so that I don't continue to support it. But I do get to see it in all of its disasterness. Little Women was quite good. I cried. I don't really know anything about it, to be honest. It's like, I'm assuming they have contracts, and you can just tell, because it's like, well, shit. Can't get out of this one. It's a movie about sisters? Ah! I never knew that about it, actually. I had no idea. I feel like I've heard of some of them too, Timber. Like I said, I just don't like movies anymore. It's kind of sad. It'd be a good one to watch together as a stream so that I will cry. I watched a movie the other night from like 2000 starring Keanu Reeves and it was not good. Like, it was supposed to be a thriller, but it played more like a comedy. But not a comedic thriller like whatever that movie's called. Scream. When the trivia page for the movie said Keanu refused to do press for it. Wow. I wonder how he got away with that. Oh, Oh, exciting moment, by the way. New BTS album has been announced. Woohoo! Also, Suga finally got the, like, trailer song. Super excited. Very good. It's definitely kind of August D, which is not my favorite of his stuff. It's a little... I like him because he's very aggressive, but it's almost too aggressive. But the concept of the song, as usual, hits very hard. Very excited. Also at work. So while I was training at this other elementary school, it's a staff of only 4 people there. And I was helping one of them... What the hell were we doing? It doesn't really matter, but... Wow, my brain is just gone. I don't remember at all what we were doing. Peaches? Something to do with something. And she was like... We found out that we were similar in age. She's 2 years older than I am. And she was like, so, if we're about the same age, were you NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? And I said, I was the only NSYNC of the household. And she was like, yes! And I was like, yeah, mom and sister, they were Backstreet Boys. Not me, I was NSYNC. And so we talked about that for a little bit. And then she was talking about her daughter is into K-pop now. And I was like, oh, same. Which is kind of not entirely true, because I'm not really into K-pop. I'm into a single group. But she was like, she's immediately followed it with, you like BTS? And I was like, whoa, there's a whole world of K-pop out there, but yes. And then she freaked out over that, to the point that when each new person came in that day, she had to go up to them and be like, she likes BTS! And I went, this is what people mean about us being a little wild, I guess. Like, So is this a new friend potential? Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it was pretty wild. We were talking about that for a while. It was also right after The Matrix, which I also watched recently, so I can't actually. She's technically my employee. I didn't know I was going to be a boss when I took this job. I thought I was just going to be a secretary. Anyway. See, I've never liked The Matrix very much. But I also watched it many years later. Like, way the heck after it came out. So maybe that's why I don't like it very much. I don't know. All I know about Little Women is that the line, then they realized they were no longer little girls, they were little women. It doesn't appear in the book at all. Oh my god. Thank goodness. Did you get her number? You can't be friends with your... I have her number, technically. You can't be friends with your employees? Are you in charge of her pay or something? I mean, I thought that's a normal rule that you can't be friends with outside of work. Make your underlings become fans. Yes, exactly. I'll just broadcast it to all the schools. I don't have that ability. They all have their own radios. But that would be fun. I think as long as you don't start doing favoritism, you're fine. Oh, well, that's cool. I don't really know how I could in this job. So yeah, new friend. BTS pals. I will make them all become fans. It doesn't take much, let me tell you. Found out that a friend of mine from Worm is moving to Hawaii. She's gonna buy a house there, and I was like, what? That's amazing. Or abusing power from a different perspective. This is true. By Monday, you all have to pick your favorite member, and any that aren't the same as mine are wrong, so you must... See, I can't choose a favorite, though, so they'd all be fine. Hawaii seems like a cool place to live. I haven't talked to her in a long time, so it just came like completely out of the blue, and I was like, wait, what? That's cool. That's cool. So I haven't heard from Morgan today, because I don't suspect she's awake. But I don't think she'll be here, because I'm pretty sure she works tonight, too. So, if she came here, she would have very little time, really, between stream and work. So I do not expect to see her today. Unless she makes an appearance in the chat, who knows? And then next week is also a maybe, and then the week after that she should for sure be here, unless she has other plans. So yeah. Also, it's Shuga, or else you're wrong. But I would take V. Or RM. Or Jin. Ah, see? I love them all for different... It's almost like they're unique human beings. So is the stream back to being weekly? I'm going to try very hard to get it back to weekly. We'll see what happens. I think what happened last year was I was just honestly burnt out. I was burnt out on that and all of the crap that I had to do at work that was just... I don't want to say crap. I enjoy my job. But it was just extra. It was a lot more than I thought I was going to be doing. And so... it wasn't always scheduled out that way, so I didn't know that I would be staying late frequently, and I was just worn out. So, my plan for this semester is to try and, now that I kind of have an idea of how it works, is to get a better system down. Even though my boss is always like, you're so organized. You're just so organized. And I'm like, what? I don't know what's happening. I'm like freaking out all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get that. Also, we might be looking at more later streams like today. So that on a day like today where I need to run errands or, you know, do chores and stuff, I have time to do that. And I can spend my whole Saturday being a bum. Because that's what I needed so badly. I got home on Friday, went to bed at like, took a nap from like 3:30 to 6, I think. 4 to 6, somewhere in there. And then woke up, played games for like a little bit, and then was like, fuck it, and went right back to sleep. And like slept until 6 or 7 the next day. Whew. It's really taken a lot out of me, let me tell you. What is the ratio of people not talking to you for a while and landing a house in Hawaii versus, well, this? I was pretty shocked to find that I hadn't talked to her since 2018. When that can't be right. Was that right? That's what the message thing said. So I just messaged her through the forums. Which, honestly, I need to get other contact information. Ah! That scared me. Yeah! The last time we had talked was October 13th, 2018. What the hell? This is why I don't have friends. I'm just really bad at friends. I'm assembling y'all's goodie box. Hopefully I'll get a chance to send it out this week. Oh, heck yes. I am scared. I'm a little scared. For those of you who don't know, I always send M's the worst cards I find. I do not try to find the worst cards. I merely occasionally, especially around holidays, wander through the card aisles, see if I find anything whack, and then go, gotta send this to M's. So, later start time is good, as otherwise it would clash with Doctor Who. Well, what do you know? That's perfect. I'll be back in 2 years when I get a house in Hawaii. We can be neighbors. Every day you don't talk to someone, your relationship meter goes down a little bit. I know, right? I contacted her because I was like, hey, do you still play Black Desert? I know you did back when it like first came out. And then she was just like, maybe when I get the new house, we're moving to Hawaii. I was like, what? At least that's what Stardew taught us. It's kind of true, though. The Sims also taught us that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna get started on their Sims rant. I'm not gonna do it, but I thought about it for a moment. I just will never forget that we were at Perkins. Is Perkins a national chain? I feel like it has to be. For those of you outside the country, it's a like 24-hour food place where you can get, well, I go there for pancakes. I don't think it's worth having anything else, but maybe times have changed. I haven't been there in a very long time. Oh, also pie. They do have good pie. Most of them closed when I was a kid. Oh, really? We actually had a new one pop up in the early 2000s. But then we also just had one close recently, so I don't know. And we would always go there after the high school plays on Saturday. Like the whole, well, initially it was just the tech, but then the actors got wind of it, so they started coming too, which was fine. But it was just supposed to be for us, but it's cool. And I'll never forget, we were all sitting in a booth, and my best friend was like, she was like signing me up for Facebook because I didn't have any social media. I had she and I combined had a MySpace for the production studio we were gonna start. Which probably still exists somewhere. But I didn't have a Facebook. I didn't even have a personal MySpace. I just didn't really care. Plus, our parents didn't really let us on the internet that often, so it was like, what's the point? And so I just remember I didn't have a smartphone yet. The iPhone had just come out, and she had one. And so she was making my Facebook account on it, and she was like, if we don't do this, Raeyn is going to fall off the face of the earth, and we'll never hear from her again. And then, much to my amusement, she was the one who fell off the face of the earth. Like, we never heard from her again. But that took a few years. And then me, well, I did the same thing. Even though I had the Facebook, so it didn't really help, I guess. I always read it as black dessert. I know. I almost always type it as black dessert. Exactly, ergo. Honestly, I removed the app from my phone because I found it so obnoxious. Which, by the way, do you know how many loops you have to go through? I mean, hoops you have to jump through? Maybe you're going through loops too. I don't know. No! Slowly fade into non-existence. No. See, you all at least know how to get a hold of me by other means. The people from high school, you know. I don't think Twitter existed yet. Or it was in its infancy and everybody was like, I don't get it. What's the point? Why can't you just make a full... Why would you only write 2 sentences? Why would you just tell people that you just had breakfast? What is the point of Twitter? And then Twitter just like exploded. But yeah, they had no other means of contacting me. Oh shoot. Oh well, I forgot. It's cool. Oh yeah, I had to get it off my phone. But I had to do it in the wackiest way where I had to like... I can't even remember at this point. I had to Google how to get rid of it from my phone. It was a lot. So now I just occasionally check it on like the browser. Oh, and I use it for there's like some school nutrition groups that you can go to and be like, please help. What works in your district? What doesn't work? Please give me ideas. So I do use it for that. I read those pretty often actually. I joined Twitter pretty close to the end of high school. When did Twitter come out? So I feel like I vague... Oh hell! Really? No way. It came out in 2006. Well, I guess here in the state of Iowa, nobody was talking about Twitter back then. Huh. I thought it was like at the earliest when I graduated, which was 2008, but I guess not. Yeah, I thought it was 2008 too. I'd love to get off Facebook because I don't really use it, but my friends use it for like planning and events. See, somebody just needs to invent a better that. Because I agree, it is good for that. Right, Timber? That's why I took it off my phone. It was absolutely... it was driving me up the wall that since I don't ever use it, it would just constantly notify me about stuff that I did not care about and I did not ask for. And then I would go into the thing and I would turn off the notifications and then it would just send it anyway. And I was like, what are you doing? So I had the final straw. Twitter didn't really take off until much later. Yeah. You had the perfect chance to say, back in my day, tweets were only from the birds. Oh, that would have been good. Dang it. Oh, the problem is my friends are old and wouldn't use a better that. Oh, interesting. Nope, I just go into like the Chrome like browser app on my phone and then I'll like type in Facebook. And then I'll go there and look at it if I want to. The downside to that is if people actually do try and contact me through it or wish me, like I try to remember to check it on my birthday. I don't see that stuff because I won't get notified. But I try to tell them I don't really use it. Use any other means to contact me, please. If you want to talk to me, get my phone number. I was thinking about getting that one app again. What's it called? The one where you find girlfriends. But I don't know. They're all like, a lot of them are like moms who want to hang out with other moms. And it's like, I don't want to do that. Etsy. That's a good idea. No, platonic girlfriends. Pinterest. See, but that'll be the same thing. I'm going to run into the wrong types of people. Not the wrong types of people. The sort of people that are not my friend goals. I liked my hairstylist the other day, and I thought, do I ask my hairstylist to be my friend? Is that weird? How do people do this? How do people become friends as adults? I feel like when you're in school, you're just forced to become friends because, you know that scene in Night in the Woods where Bee and May are talking about they're only friends because of proximity, they're proximity friends? That really got me. Because I feel like the majority of friends I've had in my life, I'm not sure why I'm pointing at you so aggressively. But I feel like the majority of the friendships I've had in my life have been proximity friendships. Of like, you were there, got along pretty alright, we're friends. And that's, I think, why we so easily disappeared out of each other's lives. Is because, like, then we went other places. Well, they all went other places. I stayed here in the snow. Because I'm a fool. And, you know, they found people that they got But then at the same time, it's like, how do you know? Can either one of them message first? That is really annoying, Ergo. That is super annoying. I love flash mobs. Do people still do flash mobs? Probably not. That means it's time to bring them back. There are a few things in life I love as much as a good flash mob. Yeah. Are there any ones? Well, there's... Haven't heard about any flash mobs? What a gosh dang shame. Need to make a meetup for a flash mob. Area 51 is like a few days away. It was kind of out of... Let's see. What's on meetup? The Iowa Explorers Club. They're hiking. That looks scary. The Pug Club? Oh man, that's a lot of pugs. That lady looks like she's not supposed to be there. She's really confused by all the pugs. Des Moines Data and Analytics. There's a lot of technology things, which... Ooh, House on the Hill. I played that recently. Book clubs, movies. Dinks? What does that mean? Des Moines Bitcoin and Blockchain Group. Equitable Literati Book Club, which has a painting of a man and a woman in a bathtub, and a man is reading from a book that's almost the size of them. This picture, y'all. If you're not willing to drive for a few days, then do you really want friends? Hey, that's true. Okay, let's just look and see if Twitch shows up anywhere. Doubtful, because like I said, I've tried before. Nope. It's worth a try. That's what I was thinking, Ems. That's what I was thinking. Like, what the heck? You could probably start up a Twitch meetup if you find a good spot near you. Oh, wow. I know Chicago has one. Because of course they do. But honestly, Des Moines would be the better location, as we're always trying to tell all of our neighboring states. Because then everybody could come join. Minneapolis, get your butt down here. Chicago, get your butt over here. St. Louis, come on. Out west. There's probably 3. Come on. That was toxic. I'm sorry to Nebraska and the Dakotas. I believe there are probably streamers over there. It's like 6 hours or so. Start a Twitch meetup with Bernie Sanders. True. You know, the joys of being the first in the state. Let me tell ya. The top 1% of channels have over 90% of the viewers. Too true. Oh, man. Is he streaming the same rally, or has he just been here for like 100 years? Back when I was a kid, it was like kind of interesting that like, oh, all of these important people are coming. But then the older you get, you're just like, can you just leave? Just like, please leave already. It is so annoying. Everybody's here a lot, let me tell you. And then you've got the good old corn vote that happens at the state fair, because they all show up at the state fair, and if they don't show up at the state fair, then they've lost. So you do this thing where like they've got all these little jars, and then they take corn kernels, and you vote by casting your corn kernel. And they say it's pretty accurate. It kind of usually is. Right? Right, Ems? Different town halls and rallies. Yeah, I've never seen a presidential candidate, because I avoid the fair like the freaking plague. Hell no, you can't drag me out there. If BTS played at the fair, I would go. But that is, I think, the only thing. That's the only thing. Or if we were able to communicate, one of the things I want to kind of do this year, and I don't know how this will work at all, but I would love to try it, is I would love to reach out to just various, like, places and see if they would let us stream there, or, like, film a video there that we would then later stream. Like, there's a place called Living History Farms that's honestly pretty cool, and I think it could be very funny if we had to try and like spend a day living in an ancient historical farm. I think it could be great. It could be a lot of fun, but I don't know if they would be down for that or not. But it's a really neat place. It's huge, and they've got like actual functional farms that people actually tend to. Like, that's their job, is to like tend farms in an old-fashioned way. And then there's like a little town sort of, and like one of the popular field trips is that you go to the one-room schoolhouse and you basically go to school like you were in the olden times. There's always 800 ladybugs on the ceiling of that schoolhouse, which is strange, and I don't quite know why. But I think that would be fun. Or like, maybe I would go to the fair if I could figure out how to stream the fair, just so you all can see what it's like, because apparently it's the #1 fair in the country. I don't get it personally. It's boring as hell, and it smells like pigs. Not my cup of tea. Iowa's a mystical place. Every 4 years it becomes a noticeable part of the United States, but then vanishes 6 months later. Very true. Very, very true. Actually, they start coming here, like, halfway through. So, like, Trump was back here a couple years ago. They kind of never leave until the election ends. Then they leave, and then, like, they kind of start coming back for a while. They start kind of, like, trickling back in. And then, like, last year and this year, they're just everywhere. Gotta talk to the Pokemon Go streamers to find out what their setup is. Right? I know they use backpacks. That's about all I've got. Like a laptop in it, and you have to carry your own, like, portable internet somehow. Because if I know one thing, it's that Living History Farms definitely doesn't have Wi-Fi. I can tell you that much. But one time when I went there, I was a chaperone for our brother's field trip that he did out there. It was miserably cold. It was awful. It was kind of one of the worst days of my life. I regretted it enormously. But there had been 2 lambs that had just been born like 22 hours prior to us going there. So cute. See, but there's this one streamer that I followed for a while, and I should ask her, actually. I think she hasn't done it in a while, though. She would go hiking, and it's like she has to have some sort of, like, internet that she's carrying with her somehow. Because I don't think she has an Ethernet cable that goes all the way back to the city. But maybe she does. I don't know. I don't know. Also, I'd like to go to a farm and just relive the moment of Morgan and I doing that as a child. Share it with all of you. And the joys of the farm. She uses pigeons to carry her data. I haven't tried successfully streaming from this phone. My old phone would drop data constantly, which is why when we would do those Halloween specials at Morgan's house, it would cut out a lot. Even though I was on her, like, I think I was even on her Wi-Fi, and it would still cut out a lot because it just dropped it all the time. So one thing I had to figure out soon is how to make it actually work on this. In fact, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, let's download Streamlabs. Friday night, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I can't wait for the days when the internet is just everywhere. Yeah, they just beam it down from the satellites. What am I looking for? Streamlabs. Streamlabs. Yeah, that one. And there are some trails that have access to data. True, but I think she's like she camps. Like she'll set up her tent and all that stuff. But maybe she lives in the fancy camping land. How's it been Friday night? How you been doing? Well, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Jeez. Just yell at me, why don't you? How's Headspace been going for ya? Her camping is just setting a tent up in her backyard. Maybe. I mean, maybe she has a really dope backyard. I don't know. I'd love a backyard like that. It's been great. Pretty packed with work and loving the summer, though I'm melting. Oh, that's right. It is summer where you are. I was thinking that in your Instagram story the other day. I was like, they're just sitting around with t-shirts on? It must be a toasty restaurant. And then I thought, but isn't it an outdoor restaurant? It's okay. My brain hasn't been firing on all cylinders anyway, because the other day I was watching a Japanese vlogger, and she was getting all bundled up, and I was like, isn't it summer in Japan? And then I remembered that, no, they are in the northern hemisphere. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Somehow I was thinking that they like float up above Australia, and that's just so totally not where they are. Hey guys, after a long day of hiking, we decided to set up camp outside this Motel 6. Basically. Maybe she patches into the government satellites for internet connections. Now there you go. That's what I gotta do. I just tried the music options for sleeping and took a 2-hour nap. Did you try the music ones or the ones where they like talk to you? Because I like, if you go under, get out of here. If you all haven't tried Headspace, huge recommend. Huge recommend. And if you can get the full version, massively huge recommend. I can give you all links for a 14-day free trial. I don't get anything from that, just because I like it a lot. They're called Sleepcasts. I love them. I love them so much. I listen to... Let's see if I can play it and if you can hear it. I don't know why I like it so much. I think it's because it kind of builds off of... I had been listening to podcasts to fall asleep, but sometimes then I'll like start laughing or something and it'll scare me awake. But this one is called Rainy Day Antiques.
Hello again. Thanks for joining us for tonight's visit to Rain Day Antiques. It's always an enjoyable place to visit, but especially so on a night like this.
and coziness. And then it changes slightly each time, so they'll give you like a different wind down to do. I love it. It's called Rain Day Antiques. Rainy day, rain day. What's the difference? That's the only one that I like of the like talking ones. It sounds like the opening to a horror movie. No, it's a place of ultimate calm and coziness. And then they like tell you a little story or whatever so you fall asleep like you're a little kid. Yes, it's super hot here, so I'm loving having beers out once in a while. Sounds fun. The talking to you like meditation ones or like you're trying to fall asleep ones. It's not ASMR. There's a difference. He's just telling you like a bedtime story. I had some of the Raeyn with like cosmic music. I haven't tried those yet. I can't even enjoy music with lyrics. I very rarely like music with lyrics, which is also why I'm perplexed by the fact that I like BTS so much. I think it's because I don't know what they're saying. I have to actively go out of my way to find out what they're saying. I sound like the start of a BBC radio drama. I could see that. Who talks over white noise. With him, he's not quite telling you a story, but like sort of. And then as it goes on, there will be much longer pauses between him talking until eventually he just kind of stops talking. And then it's just whatever sound is the background. So some of them are like, a little ocean lagoon. Or whatever. Every antique shop I've been in has been filled with me thinking about how I could bump into everything, destroy the whole store. Right, I know. But they also smell like Nana's garage. All those years when I had to work her garage sales. Sell her little trinkets. Actually, do you want to know what Morgan and I had to do at her garage sales? It was our job to stop people from stealing. And I was like, Grandma, this thing is worth 0 cents. Like, I hate that woman. Wow, she must be really creepy. Every freaking summer, Ems. Every summer. Right when something that I wanted to do happened. I never did anything over the summer. But it never failed that it always landed on the one day of the summer. How did she build up enough? No, she just kept selling the same shit because it never sold. It was so annoying. I mostly just stay up until I'm tired and knock out. I was thinking last night that maybe I should start showering when I wake up instead of before I sleep. Oh, man. I have to try and regiment my sleeping. Otherwise, it's a disaster. I like the idea of self-hypnosis, but I haven't bothered to actually sit down and learn it all. I've never even heard of it. My favorite ASMR is Homer Simpson making soothing ocean noises. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Antique stores don't have the same smell as overcrowded used bookstores. True. True. But Nana, she just... I mean, she was a garage sale shopper herself. So I think that is probably how she got some stuff. But, like, there's this one giant... She had a knotty pine... I don't know if it was a wardrobe. I don't really know what it was. But it was huge. Massive. And it was just full of trinkets and stuff. And, like, think of old woman trinkets. And I mean old woman. She was very old-fashioned. Farm family. Like, think of that. Whoosh! Something. I don't know if a cat just fell down or what, but that just scared the hell out of me. And it was always just this, like, I'm sure very expensive at the time, but, like, nobody wants it stuff. And then, like, are you gonna go investigate? Well, you're spooked. But then there were other things that I don't know if she just over the years would decide, like, I can pass. You know, I can part with this now. And then she would. I don't know, it was ridiculous. It was so bad. So basically we would just make lemonade, and we would try and sell lemonade. The only person who bought the lemonade was the mail delivery lady. She was very nice. She always took pity on us and bought our lemonade. But she lived in like she lived in a basically a gated community. The gates never shut, but it was a series of cul-de-sacs that were all fenced in. And then the entire neighborhood would have these, like, garage sales over this one weekend. And pretty much everybody took part. Which basically just means that, like, the only people who were buying anything were just her own neighbors. So they were basically just swapping everything. And it's like, why don't you just swap it in the first place? I don't know. It used to just really get on my nerves. Raeyn's scared by something. Oh, jeez. Morgan was making fun of me when we were watching the clips yesterday of the one, or not yesterday, last week, of the one with the sticker scaring me. Because I had such a long, like, it was such a delayed response. They would sell stuff to make money to buy stuff. Well, yeah, I suppose. All I know is, I took up my valuable summer vacation. I was thinking recently that even though at the time having to go to her place always struck me as like super boring because she had basically no technology and basically nothing to do. I do think it is why Morgan and I are, one, so imaginative, and two, why I in particular just really like outside. I just really like being outside, because that was the only interesting thing to do at her house, was to go outside. Oh my god, this chair! Oh, man, new chair. It's true. It's true. You should get the new Elgato streaming chair. Does it have to connect to my Wi-Fi? 67 days till Animal Crossing! I'm so excited. Cole was putting in his planner release dates for various things. It is wild how many things are coming out at the same time this year. Like, instead of putting anything on the new consoles, they're just releasing everything before the new consoles come out. It's like, okay. If it doesn't connect to your Wi-Fi, it's just a vertical board you can't sit on. There we go. There we go, Timber. Yeah, I can't remember what he was really excited about, and then Resident Evil 3 Remake is like right after that, and he was like, gosh dang it. I don't think there's ever been a spring that I've been so much looking forward to. The Sims announced the Tiny Living stuff pack, which I completely did not expect at all. Like, that very much took me by surprise. It looks kind of interesting. It actually includes a new gameplay element, you know, to prevent you from just buying CC. I will say they're slightly smarter with this new Sims 4 situation where they include gameplay with stuff packs. So you can actually set a lot to be a tiny house. And then it actually limits like how many tiles you can build. So that's kind of cool. Dreams is coming out on Valentine's Day? No way! On PlayStation? I thought it was already out. Wait, are you saying it's coming out everywhere else? Is that a thing? Please tell me if that's what you mean. Or was it only in early access? I don't actually know. Oh, okay, okay. That's what I thought. Oh, okay. I wanted to stream it. I was really hoping it would someday come to PC, but I have mixed feelings on the Tiny Living stuff pack. Here's a pack of stuff so your Sims are forced to live with less stuff. Right? It's like, it basically feels to me like they knew people were gonna want the Murphy bed, because, like, I feel like everybody was so upset that the Murphy bed didn't come with University, which, why? Who the fuck wants a Murphy bed? What is the appeal of a Murphy bed? I don't get it. I'd rather have a bunk bed than a Murphy bed. But anyway. But since it wasn't in University, now they could be like, see, look, we still gave you Murphy beds. Aren't you happy? Was I in the beta for dreaming without knowing it? From what I read, they give you things that have more than one purpose. Yeah, like I think there's one thing that has a TV and a stereo in it, so you don't have to worry about that fucking giant clunky ass shit. Like a toilet that is also a water fountain. No. Welcome back, Moz. Do you have a good chat? They do, Friday. They really do. Or just go ahead and release Sims 5. I know. It's like the Paralives dev has said that the Parafolk are finally going to be revealed this year, and it's like, I just do not think that the gameplay is going to be there with that game. I think it's going to be an amazing building game, but like, for all that The Sims has its faults, I just don't know that like a tiny dev team can get even close to the sort of thing that people are expecting. But I will be curious to see what happens if Paralives continues to announce more things, and if that will push back Sims 5 or not. Like, will they finally realize that for the first time ever they actually have competition? I can honestly say I've never seen a Murphy bed in real life. Right? Do they even exist? The appeal is you close it up while your sim is sleeping in it. A new way to kill them. I have never killed Sims. Except for accidentally. Bed talk. I'd much rather have the bunk beds or a raised bed with a ladder for tiny houses. Same. I saw something that we haven't seen everything that's in it, and there are some surprises. So maybe that will be bunk beds. Because if I'm gonna have all these gosh dang kids, I need a freaking bunk bed. My house, I'm looking forward to the stuff pack because my house is so bad. And I don't want to move yet because I really like it. But it's very ineffective right now. And so if I could put like a bunk bed in it or just merge some stuff, that'd be great. So things break twice as awesome? Oh, shit. No, that's a good point. Me and my dad went off on a random conversation tangents as usual, which was nice. If the game supports mods, then they already have a leg up over The Sims. True. I mean, I get 90% of my actual gameplay from mods with The Sims. Like, I think you can't have that if you play on console, though, which is unfortunate. They won't have EA looming over them, at least. That is very true. I'm skeptic of Paralives, but they've been very out there with their building gameplay. I know, it's so cool. It's so cool. I wish I could take the houses that I build in Paralives and put them in The Sims. Like Morgan, if it comes out as just basically a building game, that's the sort of thing that Morgan will like. But I do actually like playing with The Sims. Like I've said before, I've never built in The Sims until Sims 4, just because the gameplay is so bad that I end up just being bored, and I'm like, whatever, I'll just build. Yes, they still call it Maxis Monthly, so I'm unsure in what capacity Maxis still has control of The Sims. I think they do sort of, though. This pair of people might surprise us after all. They might, I suppose they might. You've never killed Sims, just set them ablaze. I have never intentionally done a Sim murder. I've done many unintentional tragedies. There is a difference. Hello, welcome! My niece has a raised bed which has a slide she can use to... That's amazing! Wait, what? So it's like a bunk bed, but it doesn't have the second bed? Does it have like a desk under it or something? That's so... How's she get in it? Does it have a ladder and a slide? Ah! That's amazing. Why is para people blocked? Boy, who knows. Oh, that could be, that could be. I did actually up the auto mod today on I can't remember what they call it. Discrimination and sexual issues. But then I turned it down on what was it, like threatening? Not threatening, but like if you're kind of trash talking or whatever, I brought it down on that one. Little kitten, I've got a little kitten. Little pink ears! Duh. When's the Wandering Stardust Minecraft server? Oh gosh. We had one years ago. What was that even?
A little packet with my whole pin back on.
Oh yeah. Do you want that or can I throw it away?
I keep them just in case.
Yeah, you'll probably take them off your hat someday.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit.
Yeah.
I still want to wear my pins.
Just put them in a scrapbook.
Yeah, this is a chapter of my life.
Exactly. Maxis is still the main studio for The Sims, but it's owned by EA. Yeah. I thought at least the original dev team is literally not working on it anymore, but I can't remember where I heard that. I wouldn't be surprised at all, based on the way it is.
I heard that Maxis didn't even exist anymore.
See, Maxis kind of sort of does, because it still says Maxis when you launch it. And they have Maxis monthlies, which is where they stream content for it.
I feel like they're just using the name.
I kind of do,
I don't
too.
think Maxis actually still exists. It's just the name they're using to keep up on The Sims. Like, I think it's just whoever at EA.
I think so too. It's basically just EA, but they're like, I'm Maxis still. Also, now can you tell that I'm talking to Cole and not to Albus? It's got a curtained area underneath, a ladder, and a slide. Oh, that's so fun. No, it's not working. I just have it on the... Oh, okay.
It's just wow, I'm just assuming what I was gonna say.
I just lost 5 hit points. Sorry, Justine. That's why I look so pale on camera, because it's a very...
I didn't think it looked that bad when I logged on my phone for 2 seconds at work.
It doesn't look terrible, but I know it could be better.
It looks about like I think what your other ones did.
I'll be curious to see what happens when Morgan is here, since we're not double lit anymore. It's fine for 1 person, but I don't know about 2.
Well, you are double lit.
Thanks.
Liddy City over here.
Thanks. Love that he's so chatty. You think that now, Maz. You think that now. I sent Ems a snap the other day of him. I was laying in bed on my side, watching YouTube. Because I was cold. So I was all snuggled. And he was just yelling everywhere he went. He would yell at Cole, and then Cole was like, what? And then he was like, ugh! And so he came over to me, and he was like, yell, yell, yell. And I was like, what? So he jumps up on the bed, crawls up my hip, stands on my arm/shoulder, looks at me, and just goes, it's like, what? What do you want? Little pink ears. I sing the Little Pink Ears song pretty often. You have a very active mod team. I think you could be good lowering it a bit unless you've been getting inappropriate comments. True. It does kind of depend on the time of day, because if I do different times, mods can't make it as well. And like if it's a just chatting stream, I'm not very worried because I can keep an eye on it too. But if I am actually like crafting crafting or doing gameplay or what have you. Crafting. I'm doing some gold crafts. Arts and crafts. Then I can't keep an eye on it as well. But also, yes, what Em said. For some reason, the later in the day, the weirder it gets. I think that there's also something that kind of happens at the beginning of the year, or like this time of year, where there aren't as many people for some reason. Like, I bet it would have been pretty bad if we had streamed over break. So, luckily. I was thinking that Albus has lots of opinions about EA. He probably does. I know he hears them from me a lot. The old dog. Is that the dog that you posted pictures of in the Discord? Love to talk to us. Not barking, but just like growling. Aww. I know, that's always so sad. Honestly, Ems, there are a lot of times where we don't see it, and we just see the so-and-so has been, like, banned or whatever, and we're like, alright. It's gotten to the point where, you know, the first year of streaming, this is probably true of most people. I think that a lot of that stuff, which luckily in the beginning we didn't really get that much either. We're very niche. People don't find us very easily. It hits a lot harder in the beginning. Then after a while, you're just like, meh. There are very few things that people can say that are directed at us that tend to upset me. But it's like, if they make generalizations about types of people, you know, discriminatory stuff. That pisses me off, and that I don't quite know how to... I'm not the best at acknowledging that, which is why I just ban them. The floofer popper. Aw, so cute. I was over at Dad's this morning playing with the dog. So cute. I love doggos! He's got his headphones on. He doesn't love doggos. It's the only difficulty in our relationship. I'll convince him someday. I think if I ease him into it with, like, a doggo? What are they called, actually? The little orange ones. They're kind of smallish. The internet dog, you know. The jokey dog. What the heck is it called? Shiba. I think I could trick him with one of those. Oh, really? Moz, I didn't know that. Oh, interesting. I agree, the lewd stuff is usually so stupid that it's like, it is sometimes kind of hard not to actually laugh about it. So I have to... I have to try not to. The credits last week, though, took me by surprise, and I was not expecting that. I mean, you know they were gone by the time that even happened. Because they probably... I feel like a lot of times people follow when they have a name like that just because they want it to pop up on the screen and they want you to acknowledge it. But since we don't thank followers anymore, verbally, they don't get that satisfaction. So I think they probably just leave right after. But when it happened in the credits, that was hilarious. If I were a streamer, I'd probably have a pretty itchy trigger finger for banning. I tend to rein it back for friend streams that I mod for. It's like... It's not that I don't think people can change, but if you're just gonna walk in and say something stupid, you probably weren't looking for, like, a place to hang out, so I'm gonna ban you. Like, that's my philosophy. Like, I don't... This isn't a place that you were going to have fun anyway. People who come in and say stuff like that, honestly, are weak. They use language that belittles others to feel some sort of power, like they aren't at the bottom. Yeah, from New Jersey. Oh, jeez. I'm not a dog fan either. I love doggos. I love them both. Oh, I had a dream. I had a dream, you all. I had a dream. I actually did have a dream about a dog, but that's not the one I'm going to tell you. It was a poodle. It was very strange. The dream that I did have, though, yesterday was so cute. It was that there was a couple mice in the house, and I was trying to capture them so that the kitties didn't capture them. And then, at one point, I found the tiniest mouse that was only this big. It was so cute, and I was trying so hard to catch it, but every time I would try, it would just pop out on my fingers or something because it was so little. And mice are kind of like cats where they're liquid. And I was just like, losing it. I was so happy. Albus, I was so happy. And since it was a dream, they didn't bite me, and I wasn't at risk of them biting me, and I wasn't at risk of dying, so I was just catching all of these adorable mice. Heaven. It's rare that I have dreams that are, like, actively good. I don't typically have bad dreams, I just have weird dreams. This was a beautiful dream. The best dream I've had in a very long time. It was glorious. If I streamed, I'd have to find a way to disable chatting, and I wouldn't talk at all. See? But honestly, and this is part of why, you know, a lot of people would have probably quit because they didn't get very many, like, followers, but we have friends, so that's different. It has helped my social anxiety enormously. Enormously. Chris last week made me laugh so hard. Same. I'm one of those people who sometimes, as soon as someone says hello, I just know they're gonna pull something. Right? Same. There's something about, like, you can't even hear the inflection, but it's just something about when they come in, you're like, this person's gonna be an asshole. I just know it. I didn't even notice the name pop up in the corner. I didn't either. Oh, I honestly don't know. Like, I don't think I could choose. Kind of like, how could I choose a favorite BTS member, you know? How could I choose between cats and dogs? They're both magical in their own ways. Now, maybe if I got a fox, then I wouldn't have to choose. Because I'd have a fox, which is a cat and a dog. Right? Shh, close your ears. I also can't have a dog with you around, so it's fine. I'll just never have a dog. We want to hear the poodle dream? Well, first it was a cat. It was a long-haired white cat. Very beautiful. Probably about 6 months old. Super cute. Super cheerful. Super playful. And my dad was like, that's a very friendly kitten. And I was like, isn't it though? And I was playing with it. But then, like, the next thing I knew, it was actually a poodle. It was a white poodle, a tall one. Like a real poodle. Not one of the mini poodles, but like one of the ones that had like the poof, and then like the poof, and then the little poof tail. That kind of poodle. And I was like, I don't want a poodle. Poodles look ridiculous. But then it was so sweet and happy, and it was still... Why are you doing that? If it was a poodle, he wouldn't be doing this. I can tell you that right now. I mean, what you're doing is harmless, it just annoys me. I gotta let it go. And so I was chasing this poodle up and down the stairs, and like, it was acting like it wanted me to catch it, but then not really, so I think we were just playing keep away, and it was very fun, and I was having a blast, and it brought me back to all those years ago that I used to have dreams constantly about a white dog, and then I got a white cat, and the dreams went away. So, the logical conclusion here is that another white cat is on the horizon. You ready? Bless you. Oh, you're so cute. Do you want a brother or a sister? Not quite sure I have enough cable for this. Oh, damn, I don't. What are you doing? This is what he does to my monitors all the time. What are you doing? Huh? Have you been caught? Dork. He's trying to help me solve the key light problem, apparently. We had a real life thing where our Airbnb had a super teeny cute mouse under the fridge. I got so excited. It was oh no. Oh, that's a good point, Ergo. Really sad, though. And I do try to recognize that people who act that way are doing it for a certain reason. But I'm not here to babysit them. Like, you know, like it's one of those things where it's upsetting because it's like I would be more than happy to talk with these people, you know, off stream, but it's not what they think they need, at least at the time. Maybe someday they'll learn. Poodles are quite awesome. They don't shed. That's what I hear. Curly-haired dogs don't shed. Is he making the spot soft and cushy? Nah, he's just trying to get my attention, I think. I don't know where he went now. Did you get your dog and cat as kittens and puppy? Starbuck does that to my monitors as well. It is so annoying. Like, he just sits right in front of me. He even knows which monitor I'm using. Which, I mean, isn't super hard to figure out. But, like, he's a cat, you know? So he knows exactly which one I'm using, and then he just sits right in front of it and goes, ch, 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 and it's like, oh my gosh. Looking for a good anime or anime film to watch. Any recent good anime? Do you have Netflix? I don't know how Netflix works, like, throughout the whole world, because I know sometimes they don't show the same things everywhere, but Carol and Tuesday was really good. Super good. #1 recommend. Possibly my favorite. I hope they have it on Netflix then. Same to the Europeans. I hope they have it on your Netflix, because like I said, I know sometimes they're weird. Carol and Tuesday is about people living on Mars in the near future. The distant near future? What do they call that? Potentially soon-ish future. Okay, good. And it's basically about Carol and Tuesday, who are two musicians, but they write their own music, whereas at this point everybody writes it with AI technology. Don't do this. Come chase the shadows over there. And it seems like it's only going to be about them trying to be like old-fashioned musicians, but it ends up being a lot more than that. It's only 2 seasons. Super good. Super sweet, super positive, like a very hopeful message, and also very politically timely right now for a lot of things that are going on in the world. It's very easy to draw parallels to a lot of different what is the word? Countries. I was going to say companies, but in this world, basically the same thing. It was very easy, for instance, to draw a very direct parallel to the US, but you could also draw it to the UK and to just so many places right now. So, huge recommend. Very good. Loved it. Also, music, really good. Been listening to it a lot. Yeah, you're not here to fix people or anything like that. It is difficult. A lot of them just stop talking and move on. Oh, interesting. Starbuck uses both her paws? No, he usually just sits there with the one. It's like, That's like Days of Future Past. Oh, wait. Not quite. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that. And then if you're into K-dramas, or if you want to be, I would definitely recommend Chicago Typewriter. Very good. very good show. It's a very good program.
What is?
Chicago Typewriter and Carol and Tuesday. You were about to turn around and walk away when I said Chicago Typewriter. I'm on to you.
What?
Did you get the new cartridge loaded? I wasn't sure. Do you take the lid off? I panicked because I was like, is this like a Barnes & Noble thing where when you take the thing off, the pressure and then it like explodes everywhere? So I just didn't touch it.
No.
Okay. That's what I figured, but I wasn't sure. Also, check it. I got the new lint rollers on your desk, and they're reloadable. This particular brand. So when you're done, you just pop the bottom part off, and then you go buy a new thingy, and you pop it on, so you don't have to be as wasteful with the handles.
But I want to be wasteful.
I don't!
Destroy the planet.
I don't! Also, hang on a second. I gotta tell everybody about this. I don't know how this works exactly, but I'm intrigued. I saw it at the store today, and it was 20% off, and I was like, sure, I'll try it. I've been watching the second season of Titans, which is pretty good. I've never even heard of that. Will it make you cry? Yes, it will make you cry. It will make you cry, but not until the very end. Yes, it did make me cry for like 40 minutes. Like, on and off. I did not say that. That wasn't true. I didn't have the humidifier yet, though, and I remember Cole was sitting at his desk. I think you're playing games, though, so you couldn't hear me. And I was sitting on the couch watching it, and I grabbed the tissue box, and I was like, I'm gonna have a nosebleed! I didn't, though. It was okay. Latest Good Place is very good. I need to do that. I miss Morgan in these dead air spaces. Doesn't she just sit there uncomfortably and be like, she left me? She does, yes. Oh, it makes her so uncomfortable. I don't know why. The ending of the film Claws really made me cry? Really? I just don't know much about it. I think the one time I've tried uncontrollably was with The Help. I've cried a lot. Just like full-on ugly sobbing. I've had that happen with Albus before. Hey, now I'm cozy. I'm Overwatch. Ooh, this sounds really interesting when I talk, because it's all buffeted. I mean, blanketed. Literally blanketed. I'm just gonna stay this way, honestly. It's hard to read you guys, though. Even if we're in the middle of a conversation. I've noticed that, and it's so weird. Like, you all are talking, I get up to grab something, she says nothing. It's like, Morgan. Okay, so this is the thing I found. I have to be able to see. Where is it? Oh, weird. I can see the liquid in there. Okay, well that didn't come across. So it's called Rewash Dry Wash Spray. I think it's basically like dry shampoo, but for your clothes. And I was like, huh? Fragrant, creaseless clothes, and small acts of love for the plant. Oh, I don't need that detail right there. So, you get beautifully fragrant clothes. I could do without that. Dermatologist tested. Thank you. Ethically sourced. That's great. Not tested on animals. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, here is a remedy for your chairdrobe. That place where previously worn clothes end up when you don't think they need a wash yet, but also don't feel confident about putting them in your... that thing. Closet thing. This dry wash spray is designed to revive your worn clothes to looking, feeling, and smelling refreshed so you can protect them from the wear and tear of overwashing. Blended with sumptuous Amazonian muru and infused with the scent of hand-picked Bulgarian rose. Are the roses better in Bulgaria? This spray removes creases from your clothes and leaves them with a delicate kiss of nature. Copy is very weird. I would love to be a copywriter. I can write weird shit. I can do that. Lay garment flat over bedding, apply evenly across garment, hand smooth any creases, hang it for 15 minutes while you get ready for your day. Do not use on cashmere, leather, silk, or suede. Cool, I don't have any of those items, so I am good. So yeah, basically it's for when you're trying not to wash things a whole lot. Or in my case, you have things that you consistently keep accidentally buying that are hand wash only, and you say, gosh darn it, I only wore it for a couple of hours. It can't be that bad, right? It's about a postman who was sent to a remote town and how he started the tradition of sending letters. Oh, that does sound really, like, it could be really sad. I don't know why she gets so awkward. I don't know why she does either. Why not just wash your clothes? Well, the funny thing is, I was going to respond to Timber, but I started like I was going to respond to you. The funny thing is like we've been doing this for so long that you would think she would have something to kind of keep the ball rolling. Maybe she needs a little set of cards with prompts. That's a good idea. Why not just wash your clothes? Because I don't want them to get bad. I'm more there to react than to do funny one-liners. See, that's what she thinks her job is. I keep telling her we're a stream of sister equals. That was a rough sentence. If I guested on another person's show, I feel like I would hardly be able to talk at all. Like, I would feel so uncomfortable. I would just sit there and be like, that was funny. Like, I would just react more than anything. I try to engage her if I can, but with the delay, there's always a few seconds of dead air. Get a teleprompter. There we go. I half-jokingly asked Mom when we were over there on Tuesday, when she's guesting. And she laughed, and I don't remember exactly what she said, but then Morgan said, that wasn't a no. And I said, yeah, it wasn't a no. Trying to give her a chance to say no. And then she still didn't say no. So, look forward to Mama Stardust. She'll be joining us Sunday this year. I'm going to make sure. I don't know if we'll do it as a Game Blaster award, because that might be kind of hard to, schedule. Or, like, maybe a reward will trigger it and then it will happen, like, the next week or something. I'm not quite sure. But what we were thinking was, because she really loves the headphone, the Whisper Challenge. Like, she loves that. She always asks to see clips from that because she just finds it so funny. And Morgan had the idea to just have her join us for one of those. And I was like, hell yes, that is perfect. That will be so good. So, look forward to that because I am looking forward to that. And hopefully she does not get scared and go back on her word. True, Timber. Which she could do here if she wanted. The issue is she doesn't have anything that she could stream from. I mean, even to this day, if I'm doing a solo stream, I feel kind of uncomfortable. Like, if there's any moment of dead air, I'm like, I'm fucked up! Like a phone mom segment. Ooh, that'd be good too, though. What? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Do you like Bulgarian rose? Is that the good stuff? I think the rose that I've had in my backyard was perfectly good, but I guess Bulgarian has the best rose. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Don't even consider eating the lights. They're full of electricity, and they bring your mother joy. Okay? Don't eat my joy. You hear me? doesn't care. Hey, I may have to send that back. Don't bite that. Stop. Don't do it. Please. Your little whiskers. They're so cute. I love it when they get interested in something and their whiskers go like forward. It's so cute. I do like the idea of a mom phone segment that we could work in. Jesus, you're gonna blind yourself.
Maybe you should grow up.
He's like, no! I thought you had a gaming laptop. I think she does. Maybe we just need to make a date where I go over there and like help her set it up. Maybe we just hide the webcam. Because maybe that will make her uncomfortable. I don't know. We'll see. Doing just chatting solo is hard, but I imagine it's easier when you've got a game to react to. I mean, in a way that's easier, but it's also harder because then you're like distracted by that. Yeah, that's what I figured. We would just put her on speakerphone. Someday. Bulgarian rose oil is known all over the world for its luxurious and healing properties. But what makes it so fancy? Got it. Liquid gold? It is the most expensive among all the essential oils? What? It sets a worldwide benchmark for quality. Okay, apparently it is a very special, fancy rose. Cool. Photons are bad for you, Albus. They'll go straight to your everything. Yes, oh my gosh. He's white, doesn't have real photons. That's interesting. I thought all roses were created at least moderately equal. Apparently I was wrong. She would definitely need a different microphone. Also, I'm not sure that her internet could cut it, but we'll see if you all badger her enough. Maybe then she'll do it. You gotta badger her enough. Especially because the way her current schedule is, she has like 5 days on, 4 days off. So there would be lots of times where like she could do it during the week when, you know, I'm at work or something. Now I need to go back and see what roses a werewolf takes care of in a series I started reading last year, because they were supposed to be real good roses, but I don't think they were Bulgarian. Must not have been real good roses then. I'll triple dog dare her. Perfect. Albus! Did you hear that? Albus. Where are you? Come here. Albus, come. You're gonna jump up on my computer, I just know it. that watches you. Why can't it be anybody else? Cole is right here. Hey. Hey. Ugh. Apparently food isn't the issue. I don't know what the issue is.
Do you just want love?
You know, if you just jumped in my lap, you would instantly get it. Why do you always have to yell and scream and knock stuff over? It's really not that hard to get my attention. Do you hear him? You're not being very loud, actually. What? You want to show them the cute little thing you do with your face? Oh no, he got distracted. He always like rubs his face on my arm and it's so cute. Right? You smell like food, because you just ate, didn't you? Gross. Oh, I think Spanish roses are pretty fancy also, though. But maybe not as an essential oil, maybe just for how they look. Doop, 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 doop. Albus? Albus? Albus, get in door. Albus, get in door. You're very heavy. You're a very heavy boy. Did you know that? It kind of hurts my back to hold you because I am weak and you are heavy. What? Show them your cute little face. You're so cute. You look really mad, but that's because it's really bright. He doesn't usually cuddle this long, actually. He's not a grumpy boy. He just looks grumpy all the time. Right? So you're not actually that grumpy. Oh. You're really big, though. You're definitely a big boy. My arm's gonna fall off. I guess I'm just stuck here now. Well, thanks. Oh, are you gonna be co-host now? No, he just wants to eat the cardboard. It's fine, you do you, Albus. So next week, I am thinking, excuse you. It'll depend on if Morgan makes it or not. If she can make it, we'll do something else. But I think that if it's just me, well, okay then. Well, I will play this little game called A Short Hike. Have you heard of it? It's supposed to be super good. It's just a little game where you hike, climb, and soar through the peaceful mountainside landscapes of Hawk Peak Provincial Park as you make your way to the summit. I don't really know what it's actually about, but I've heard incredibly good things about it.
Little pink ears. Little pink ears. Little pink ears.
Albus. Albus. You're in the way, and I can hardly see what they're saying. Anyway. Yes, that's my plan. Though, here's the thing, okay? We have so many things that we can do this year. Like, last year I was kind of unsure what to do. This year, so many options. So, we've got Finish Overcooked. Then we've got Overcooked 2. Then we've got Human Fall Flat, if we can ever get that to work. Then, Spyro. Because we used to play Spyro as kids, and I'm so ready to play Spyro. I do not think we'll play the whole thing, because we never honestly played that much of it as kids either. But we'll try. Then, of course, there's always Stick Fight. Then, I have to open Epic so I can see the other stuff. No, now I'm trying to look at that monitor. How do you do this? How do you do this? Untitled Goose Game. So excited to play Untitled Goose Game. How has it taken us this long? I don't know. Then, Wattum. It looks so silly. So silly. I'm so ready. Then at some point we'll do After Party. Because it's made by the same people who did Oxenfree. And then, is that it? Is that all I was thinking? Oh yeah, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. It's also something we could maybe do at some point. It was free on Epic, and I was like, yes, I will do that. Fly me in to play Spyro with you guys. Right, Spyro's so good. After Party's already out, yeah. I think it, like, just came out not long ago. Like a month or two or something. Journey speedruns? Heck no. That is against the spirit of Journey. Heckin' no. Also, we have this game called Arise, A Simple Story, which might also be things that we do if it's just me, because it's just like a little story about an old man. Ah, and then I can do my old man voice. Just what you wanted. I watched you play Journey last time and it felt like a speed run. Really? I feel like Journey is a pretty straightforward game, so it's not... I will say I didn't find all the little thingy-majiggies because I can't remember where they are. Stop. Please stop. I'll end the stream soon, okay? Also, Alan Wake. We've never played Alan Wake, and gosh dang it, I want to. I'll probably wait for the Switch release. According to Steam, the release date is TBD. Oh, it might be then, yeah, because I have it on Epic. I got it during the sale. I know the monitor is toasty. And I know that's kind of fun. And I know you like to pester me, but please stop. We just had such a tender moment. And then you followed it with this. When you play Alan Wake, you have to take a shot every time someone says, Alan, wake up! Oh no. I mean, once Animal Crossing comes out, that'll be my second job for at least a year. Oh, Journey's a pretty short game, though. Which is part of what I like about it. I also got My Time at Portia, and Celeste, and everything, but I don't think that's probably a good streamy game. Celeste I'm curious about. Like, can I actually make it accessible to the point that I, the worst platformer in the world, can play it? We'll see. We'll see. Looking forward to playing Animal Crossing with all of you. I know, right? I'm so excited. My Time at Portia would be a good game to play solo for you randomly in the week. Good, good. Sounds good. Excusez-moi. What are you doing? Oh, you're gonna do a snooze? Is that what you wanted? You just wanted a chair snooze? Hey. There are much easier ways to communicate these things. For instance, you could jump onto the chair. Goofball. What an absolute goofing ball. I was at Target today and I heard a kid singing Baby Shark and, well, now it's in my head, you know? You just can't escape the Baby Shark. Actually, they sell a lot of Baby Shark merch at Target, and these kids are like over the moon about it. They are so excited. Alright, pals. We are nearing the end. Happy New Year! Hey, Brad! How's it going? I'm busy programming. Hey, sounds good, sounds good. How is that going for you? I have still never done it more than like a week. It's just, I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't connect with my brain. Though, I have successfully been doing how many of the days? Come on, come on, come on, come on, you gotta tell me. No, I want to know what my streak is. 11. Yeah, so I'm on track for this year. Cool. So I've currently been practicing my Korean 11 days every single day for 5 minutes. Woohoo! I'm a beginner. Heck yes, I'm a beginner. The numbers are kind of confusing. All I know is 1, 2, 3 because there's a song called 1, 2, 3. Hana dul set. You should have recorded it for a viral video. It was pretty cute, actually. There's a game coming soon, which is a physics game like Surgery Simulator, but you're on a date. What? Oh, wait, didn't that come out years ago? Yes! Oh my god, you actually have to swipe on people? Okay, that's hilarious. How many people can we piss off? That will be fun. Let me see. I thought about getting Cooking Simulator, but I was like, could it possibly compete to Overcooked, you know? I don't know about that. I don't think anything can compete with Overcooked. Though I was watching, something on, let me see if I can find it. I meant to post it and then I forgot. I watched a video of real chefs playing Overcooked. And I was kind of disappointed, if I'm honest, because... Oh, I have to actually click on it in order to... Please stop talking. Because they didn't give them any, like, really hard ones, which was disappointing. Like, they stuck pretty much to the early ones. And it's like... I would love to have seen them deal with some ice. I would have loved to have seen them deal with some more complicated recipes. I would love to have seen them deal with the shit that spins and turns on you and makes no sense and the lights go out and stuff. But it's all good. It's all good. Technically the function I wrote is complete, but I'm redrafting it for better readability because it was a hacky mess. Well, good luck in your endeavors. I wish you very well. It's just not something I can wrap my head around, which makes me so sad. I am absolutely the date. How many people will have their eyes poked out? Probably many. Oh no. I mean, I would have thought the best part of that would be the chef reacting to the kitchen layouts, right? But it's mostly just the fact that they are good at communicating. And it's like, well, it's easy to communicate well when it's not that hard. Like, I think the hardest one that they did was the 2 trucks that are side by side. And it's like, it's not that hard. And they were very confident. They were like, see, we're champions because we're real chefs. And being a chef is a lot harder. And it's like, of course being a real chef is harder, but also give them some of the wild levels. Then tell me that you're a really good chef. Woo, glitz! Oh, what does that do? So now the highlighted message is the woo glitz. Reminds me, you all, tell me what you want your Stardust for, especially if you're sitting on 5K. Put it in the suggestion tabs of the Discord and let me know what you would like to use it on. Because I think that could be very fun. I just don't have... like I said, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, they don't tell me things in advance. They just tell me things when it's happened. And then it's like, hey, you've got rewards now. And it's like, cool. Nice. Everybody's purple. I like it. Can I be a VIP? Let me see. So there's highlight my message, unlock a random sub emote. Not super useful yet. If anybody wants to use the ones from Discord also, we could probably do that for some of them. Send a message in sub only mode. We never even use that. Choose an emote again. We don't really have. Yeah. So these are not like the best. Yeah. Yeah, the emotes that we have in Discord. Which I think I have some on the back burner that I was supposed to add like a while ago, but I haven't. None of these will be especially branded, but if we just wanted to put them up just to have them, I'd be down for that. The Morgan with the coffee cup is like, gotta have that. I feel like we have to have that one. So I guess if there are any other, like, moments that make an interesting visual that represents us, we can try that. I think it would be very hard to do one of both of us, though. I got a Game Boy camera over Christmas and wound up taking a bunch of neat pictures with it. What the heck is a Game Boy camera? What? Because I'm a mod. Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. You're not Beetle on Twitter, right? Are you... Ah, okay. What the heck? This is a thing? You can take pictures with Game Boys? Oh man, I never knew that. That's so cool. I probably would have enjoyed that more because I would have been able to... Listen, my not being able to see things has maybe been longer than I'd like to admit. Need an Albus emote? He does make funny faces sometimes. Then you could print them out on the Game Boy printer? What? This was a thing? Yeah. I mean, let me tell you, I've been thinking long and hard about getting one of those Polaroids. The Polaroids themselves, not that expensive. The paper, the film, holy smokes. Because, like, you get a pack of, like, 7, and it's, like, $20. And so I can't decide if I don't know. Or do I just get one of those things that you plug your phone into and you print pictures? I don't know. I haven't decided. I just take so many pictures and they feel so useless. So I've started using Shutterfly to like get them and have them in the physical world. But I'd much rather just be able to print them. They're tiny? I mean, the box is like, for the paper is pretty big. What? No way. That was way too loud. Sorry. I haven't gotten Google back yet. Really? That's super disappointing. Is it super good quality, though? Because I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose. I wonder how much an actual old-timey Polaroid would be these days. Oh well. Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out today. It was a lot of fun. Very glad to see you again. I will hopefully be sticking to the every week schedule like we did long before. We'll see. Hopefully my work will be more chill. And then I won't feel so tired. I'm gonna say tentatively right now. Expect later shows going forward. But I'm gonna try and put it in the Discord or... It just seems like it's so loud. Or, there we go. Other social medias ahead of time. Kind of failed at that today. Sorry. But yeah, I'll try and let you know ahead of time. But I'm thinking we're going to kind of stick with this 3 o'clock for a little while, and we'll see. And if I decide, hey, you know what? I'm feeling like having some fun, then maybe I'll do it early. Or maybe I do all my chores on Saturday. Or I just feel like it. So we'll see. I guess they might have the mini ones, though. That could be. I'm not sure. Thanks for the stream. Thank you. Have a lovely week. Thank you very much. And keep up with your meditation. You as well. Thank you. We'll keep each other going. Don't have a loot bag assignment. Would you all like those back? Yes, no. Please let me know. Because I can certainly do it again. I enjoyed doing it. It made me do things. And it seemed like a lot of you did them too, so let me know if you would like them. I've got a yes. Okay. I'll try and bring that back by next week, but we'll see. Like I said, hopefully this week is more chill. Assignments were fun. Fabuloso. Alright. I'm always bad at signing off because I'm awkward and I don't really know what to say. The best part is that I got my Game Boy camera for $5. What the heck? Where? I feel like people would be selling those for a lot now because they're so uncommon. Especially since, like I said, I didn't even know they existed. Whew. Anyway. Au revoir, babies. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful, fabtilious, delightful, and cozy, and perfect, and beautiful, and warm. But also stay cool if you live in the Southern Hemisphere. I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye! I can do credits. You want me to do credits? I don't have it up. But I can do it. We can see what happens. do we just want to see? Alright, we'll see. Would you please stop talking to me about stuff? Okay. Where are they? Oh no, I'm gonna run out of music. End credits! Got it. Got it. Go! Huh? That didn't do it. Ah, roll credits. Yeah! Thanks to all these fabulous people for supporting the show. What? Thanks to all of our generic friends who helped us today. We really enjoyed it. Oh, that said test roll, that's why. Wow, how did I do this before? I don't know. Bye, everyone!